Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. In this video, I'm going to be giving an update on to what is happening in my life exactly. So in the last video, I think I uploaded it late March, and I talked about some guy who I was waiting on to work with or whatever. I'm still waiting for that guy. I'm not gonna lie, like it's literally May 7th as of me recording this, literally the night of May 8th, and I'm still waiting on that guy, but he should be starting up soon. I did get an update from him. He's actually in high school right now, still, somehow, even though he's like pretty much my age. And I'm literally like second year out of high school, right? So that's a bit cooked, but he's in high school. He's literally inside of class for like pretty much the entire morning and then afternoon, right? But yeah, so I've been waiting up for that guy. Inshallah, he's gonna pull through soon, and inshallah, I get a lot of clients from him. And then, bro, my hair is like crazy. You guys might see me with a buzz very, very soon, cause I'm looking low key like I fought in the. I'm not even gonna say what, bro. I'm not trying to get banned, but like, yo, yeah, I'm gonna have this cut soon. But anyways, that's what's happening. And then I'm just, bro. The thing is, like, I'm very split on what to do right now because I'm getting better at running ads and I'm getting a better feel for how like the market actually is and how to actually get people good results, right? Because like the last two clients that I've signed on, actually the last pretty much like three clients that I've signed on, like I've gotten them really good results, and the first one didn't actually end up working with me, but based off the knowledge that I gave him, like he was about to work with me, right? But then something happened, and then he just pretty much just said, "Yo, I'm gonna try to set this up myself." I'm like, "Okay, whatever." But like he started getting good results. The other guy started getting good results. So I'm getting a better idea of how this actually works, and I'm about to set up ads for another guy as well. Inshallah tomorrow. So I'm getting a better feel for it. I'm actually getting people good results now. Like they're actually making money now, right? So, but the thing is that of course, like this isn't a consistent. This is number one, the niche which I'm in is seasonal, right? So I'm like in exterior property services. Like in North America, this is something that is only really relevant in like the summer and the spring. Right now it's the spring, but like the spring, summer, maybe the fall as well. But like you're not able to do it in most places all year round, you know? And that's a problem. So it's not consistent, and the nature of running ads as well is just not consistent either, right? Like it's very up and down. You're never gonna have any kind of consistent revenue or whatever. But if I actually go all in on this, bro, I can make a lot of money, but it's just gonna be quick money. It's not gonna be something that I could actually build for the long term. Now, a lot of you guys might be watching this, be like, okay, just go for it. Why not just go for the quick money, right? Or don't go for the quick money. My bad. A lot of you guys might be watching this, be like, okay, then just switch to something else. Why are you doing this, right? I'm in a bit of a sticky situation. So first year of uni just ended for me. I'm not trying to go into my second year. I'm trying to literally just never ever go again. And hopefully if that guy pulls through that I was talking about before, I probably won't like based off the stuff that he's promising, of course. I probably won't like off the numbers that he's promising. I probably won't go the second year, but it's not even guaranteed. Like you can't rely on someone else to pull through. Like you always have to just rely on yourself because you're the only person who you can rely on because you have control over your own affairs, right? So, but like yeah, I'm not trying to go into my second year. I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm gonna keep it a buck, bro. I'm not trying to spend like 4 grand of my parents' money because of course they saved up for it, right? I'm not trying to spend like 4 grand on my parents' money every single semester just doing something that I don't even care about. Like that seems so wrong to me. Not even, bro, of course, yeah, you're spending time or whatever. Honestly, I could care less about that. I could care less. It's more about my parents are spending their money on this, right? And I'm not trying to like why would I do that? I feel like I feel so guilty because I should feel guilty doing that, right? So just to keep them happy. Like it's stupid, man. So um with that being said, quick money could actually help me justify to my family or whatever, saying like, look, listen, these are the results that I can get for myself. This is the money I've made, blah blah blah, and it will help me actually validate to them. Of course, I don't need to prove like at the end of the day, I don't gotta prove nothing to them. If I really wanted to do something and go take immense action and not go like I don't have to do that, right? I don't have to like, I can literally just get no results and then I can still do that. But that just requires immense bravery, because you know your family's been expecting you to go to this university for pretty much your whole life. Not this specific one, but they're just expecting you to go to university and live the normal life like everyone else, and they've been expecting that of you since you were a kid, right? So it's not the easiest thing to talk about, especially when you don't have results, right? But like if I were to chase a quick money and I were to like actually start posting content like every single day, maybe even doing outreach for it and everything, like I would be able to make a lot of money very, very quickly, right? And that would help my case in proving to my family, listen, I can do this. I can make money, blah blah blah. I kind of already had to show them a little bit of like what I'm doing and how much money I'm making, even though it's not a lot, just to be able to prove to them right now that I don't need a summer job, right? Because otherwise, if I wasn't making any money, then they would have come to me, been like, oh, just get a job, just do this. But you know, alhamdulillah, like all praises to Allah that I'm not in that situation anymore, so I can, you know, show them that okay, I'm making this much, whatever. It's like the same amount as a normal job if I was working, blah blah blah, and I'm able to justify it, right? But if I were to make a lot more, then I can maybe show them that listen, I actually have something going for myself that I can actually keep on working on and make a lot of money from, right? So that's what will happen if I pursue the short term route. But also you also have to think in your mind about like the long term stability of that. Okay, yeah, I make money, it's gonna be very short term, and I'll probably by winter the entire business for the most part is gonna cut in half by like 50%, right? So like you know sustainable is it really? And also like yeah, you are making a lot of money, but you also have to work. It's an agency, bro. Like you have to maintain it. You have to like talk with clients. You gotta get on sales calls. Of course, you can hire that stuff out later on, but like even when that stuff is hired out, it's still like a lot of stress from what I heard. So what I was thinking about is maybe selling like go high level services, not specifically go high level services, but just services that don't depend on any kind of performance, right? So for example, like software. So you know, for example, there's different type of conversational AIs you can pitch to people, you can pitch websites, you can do this. Now I know this is people can say it's a saturated market depending on how you view it and how you approach it. Like you can say that it is, because there's so many people who are doing the same thing. But you can also just look at it from another angle, which is like if I'm just different, if I just approach this from a different angle, which I already know, like I already have some ideas, then you can differentiate yourself, right? And the reason why I'm going after that specifically, or I'm thinking about maybe going after that, is because it's very predictable on how much money, not money, but how much like the success of your client, like every single time. Like it's very predictable. Like even with ads, if your client is doing good, you don't know if in the next month or so, if something magically happens, like the algorithm just starts acting up and they start getting bad results. Because I've had that happen a couple times actually, where like you think that your client is doing good when you're running ads for them, and then the next month something stupid happens and now they're not getting good results, right? So with that, the goal is that they have something that is consistent, that you can charge them a reoccurring price of every single month, right? So they're paying you every single month, and then have that all directed through an app which they're using every single day to talk to their clients, so that your service becomes as sticky as possible and the churn rate is extremely low, right? So that's the goal. But as I said, like that's a completely different business. Like you're selling a completely different thing. I don't have any kind of case studies in that, no experience. Like yeah, I do have experience in like outreach, and it is very translatable from like the stuff I've already been doing. And I can even maybe even get some of the people that I'm working with right now. Like I was thinking about that. I can maybe even sign like some of them on for this type of stuff and make like my first client from that. But like I'm still kind of like starting from scratch. Whereas with ads, I already have like a bit of proof and stuff that I've done this for people and whatever. So it's a bit tricky, bro, because in the short term I can be doing this, I can make way more money, have more proof, but in the long term it's not really that scalable. I can be doing this other thing, and if I actually put like my 100% effort in that thing, I could probably make it work just as good as I can make this other thing work as well. So that's why I'm thinking to myself, like, I'm just caught in this in between both of those choices, and I've been trying to maybe even do both at once. Now I know a lot of people say like just do one thing at the same time, like don't do two things at the same time. Bro, I'm literally doing three things at the same time. I'm not even gonna lie. Like I have another business, like a cleaning business. I'm not really too active in it right now because like I don't know, there's some complications right now. But like I was literally like at one point running ads for that. This is literally a few days ago. Running ads for that, calling up the leads, which wouldn't take that much time, honestly, like maybe even like 20 minutes a day, but I would still be doing that. I would get like I'll be setting up like ads for other people or whatever, and then I would also be looking into this thing. But like the thing is that because your focus is so divided across different things, you can't really focus on, like, if I wanted to focus on the go high level services that I was talking about earlier on, like websites, these like recurring services that I can sell that are going to perform well every single time, you can't really focus on them as well, because you're getting texts from other people being like, yo, I want to fix this. You're getting like, you're starting to get busy with another business and you're trying to set something else up. So like your dopamine is naturally a lot higher. Like you can't really actually focus on doing that thing that is going to help set you up in the long term. So I'm just kind of stuck right now, bro. And even if that guy pulls through, right, like I'll be, inshallah, it'll be good, but like I gotta build something long term, right? And how am I gonna have like the focus to be able to do that? So it's a big mushkila, it's a big problem. And inshallah, man, it all works out. And alhamdulillah, I'm like in a better position definitely than before. And it seems like I honestly think that this summer is gonna be the last type of summer where I'm gonna be like in the trenches pretty much doing this type of stuff. Not like I'm always gonna be doing this type of like online business, but I'm gonna be in the trenches. Like I'm like the last type of summer where I'm broke or whatever, right? Because just like a lot of stuff are starting to line up, and I could literally go into any one of these avenues and make it work. Like if the guy works with me, of course, like if that's like the fastest avenue that I could take to like actually be able to get out the trenches. But then the second avenue would be like going on my own business, my ads business, and then just like signing on people from that, and then that could get me out the trenches. I mean, not necessarily like long term, but at least short term, it'll get me out the trenches, and then I could do this go high level thing, and that could get me out the trenches. Because like I know that I can make all of them work if I really wanted to. Like not at the same time, or maybe I could make it work at the same time, but like I know that if I genuinely like focus on one thing, I can make it work, right? But my goals and my mindset is just like so divided across different things that I'm just like confused what to do. So what do you guys think? What do you guys think I should do? Like just DM in the comments or comment in the comments or DM me on Instagram, like giving me some advice as to what I should do. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm not gonna lie, like whenever I ask people for advice, deep down I already know like what I should do, but in this case I'm pretty divided. Like I actually don't know what I should do. I've been talking with ChatGPT and stuff, and I still can't figure it out, man. And it's right now, it's literally May 7th, like the summer is here. My plan was like by now I would have my, I don't know, it's gonna sound a bit weird, but by now like I was planning on like having all my hair cut, like you know, having a buzz cut, making a ton of money, you know, maybe even traveling somewhere. Like by now that was my plan, right? But that's not the case. It seems like Allah is the best of planners, and maybe, subhanallah, maybe if I, you know, I was at that point, maybe it wouldn't be the best for me or something. So like yeah, man, it's the reason why I was saying like I want to buzz my hair and like be making a lot of money. I don't know why, bro, but I just like, as soon as I start, like, let's say that guy pulls through, like, as soon as I start getting them that money, right, inshallah, by him, like, I don't know why, but, like, whenever I buzz my hair, like, that's when I signal to myself, like, okay, I'm going all in, I'm in my grind mode, especially if it's in the summer as well, because having long hair in the summer kind of sucks, bro, I can't even lie. So, I don't know, it's a bit weird, bro, like, you guys probably think I'm kind of stupid for saying this type of stuff, but I don't know, maybe some people will understand where I'm coming from. But yeah, man, that's everything. I'm just talking about dunya in this video, subhanallah. Inshallah, man, you know what, once I make enough money, like my plan is to be able to network with other people. I know some guys who are traveling right now, so like I was just thinking to myself, like, yo, if I had the money, like I would DM them. I'll be like, yo, can I come with you? Can I go to that place? Can I lock in with you and work on this stuff or whatever, right? And memorize Quran and do it, like, but right now I'm just in the trenches, so I can't do that. And last and I must stop speaking Arabic, to be honest. But yeah, like the long-term goal, of course, is always like just time freedom, location freedom, so that I can, of course, like memorize Quran, learn Arabic if I already haven't done so to a proficient level where I can understand the Quran and hadith and all these Islamic ulum. So yeah, that's the goal. I mean, at the end of the day, right? Like all my videos are always like dunya, dunya, dunya. Okay, I'm gonna do this. But I can be working on my akhirah right now, and I always gotta remind myself to purify my intentions for the akhirah. Everything I'm doing is for al akhirah, for the sake of Allah, right? I'm making money for the sake of Allah. I'm making money to provide for people, to provide for people, to provide for like other people who are poor, give sadaqah, do this, right? To eventually buy myself the time to worship Allah, do all these things, right? Make hijrah. So that's the plan, man. That's the plan. But yeah, if you guys want to connect with me, DM me on Instagram, comment in the comment section. I don't know. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.